Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today we're playing the Dilation from November 28th, 2025. The character is the Ironclad, and the modifiers are draft the custom starting deck of cards, time dilation, all enemies start with the slow debuff, and binary card doors contain only 2 cards. Binary does make things difficult, but hopefully draft will make it a little easier. I am not seeing any familiar names today in the top 20. Okay, a little worried. There's Alex here, 11th to 69. Okay, so Alex was able to get 43rd place, so that means that it is doable to survive, although the lack of other names makes me think that it might not be easy. All right, let's see how I can do yesterday. Yesterday, a few people got into top 100 by even dying on the Act 3 boss, so hopefully that won't happen today. All right, Anger, Sword Boomerang, Steering Blow. There's no reason to go for Highlander, right? So I think I'll take... Actually, Binary is the reason to go for Highlander. Oof. Highlander or collector bonuses. Let me start with an Anger. With the time dilation, it should be useful. Clothesline, Shockwave, Twin Strike. Not a huge fan. I guess I'll take the Shockwave, alright. Hemokinesis, nice. Carnage is nice. I already have a high cost card though. Let's take the Hemokinesis. I think now I'll take a Sword Boomerang, although I would like extra strength with that. Flex is extra strength, but I think I'll take Cleave for AoE damage. I already have these two, so I'll reluctantly take the Body Slam. I don't have anything that exhausts other than the Shockwave, but Feel No Pain might be good later on. Warcry, Flex, Body Slam. Okay, now I think I'll take the Flex to have a little bit of strength. Here I'll take the Ghostly Armor for block. Disarm is really good. Who's my final boss? Guardian. Well, against the Guardian, Disarm is still pretty good. Let's take that. Did I take a Pummel Strike? No. Let's take a Pummel Strike now. All right. Power Through. Great defensive card, especially with the Body Slam. So I already have the Cleave between these two. With the Strength, Twin Strike is slightly better. Let's take that. I would love another Disarm, but no, let's take the Iron Wave here. And my last card, let's have a Shrug It Off. Okay. All right, I think I end up with a lot of defenses at the end. So defensively, I have the Ghostly Armor, Disarm, Power Through, Iron Wave, and Shrug It Off. And then Feel No Pain and Shockwave are support. The rest is offense. I think this is a well-balanced deck. All right, I think I will stick with Highlander unless I see some amazing duplicates. All right, unfortunately, only one elite path. So all the elites are on separate paths. So, yeah, if I go to the elite on the far left, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go to the second on the left, I'll get 1 extra, so 7 total. Good. If I go in the middle, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8 question mark rooms on 1 act. Yeah, and then right side is the same, right? All right, so I have to hit these 2 question mark rooms, then choose one of these elites. So the only difference is whether or not I get the rest side first or before the elite or after elite. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 question markers in a row together with the early 2. That gives me a total of 8. That's a really nice path. Rarely that you get that many question mark rooms. All right, let's start off with Power Through, Pummel Strike. Let's do Anger and then Twin Strike. Yeah, the slow debuff should help a lot, and I think that the block that I have early on should also make things easier. Here, Sword Boomerang is enough. Beautiful. All right, Ghostly Armor. I already have that. And I think because of Binary, I'm going to stick with Highlander. So let's take the Heavy Blade here. Okay. It might just be really difficult to get collector bonuses if you only get 2 card rewards at the end of each fight. All right, here I think I'll do Feel No Pain, Flex, Ghostly Armor, then Body Slam is enough to get rid of you, and Anger gets me almost there. And then any decent attack card should be enough next turn. Beautiful. All right, Metallicized, solid defensive card. Let's take it. Clothesline might be good too, but let's take the Metallicized here. Yeah, let's grab my first Curse Regret as well as Mango up and pick up Race from HP by 14. Okay. And then here I lose HP for gold. And then, yeah, I think I'll do the Elite after the rest side. Hang on, let's do Flex Shockwave first, then do Iron Wave. All right, that is enough to get rid of this guy. Unfortunately, I will take 2 damage, but I heal back 6, so it should be fine. Especially if I can do something like Pummel Strike, Power Through, and Body Slam. Beautiful. Got an Essence of Steel Potion, Rage, great card to have. Okay, yeah, let's do the rest side first. I think I'll upgrade... Disarm is a nice upgrade. Power Through, Twin Strike, lots of good things to upgrade here. I think I'll start with the Disarm. That should also help against the upcoming boss. Unless it's a Sentries, this Disarm should be very useful. Okay, it's a Gremlin Knob. Alright, not the best card against it either, though. Alright, I kind of want to do Shockwave. Body Slam is useless, alright? So I think I'll do Shockwave and then Hemokinesis for 24. I should have played the Rage. That would have gotten the slow debuff going a little bit more. 10 incoming. This is with weakness. I do have the Power Through. That's good. And then let's do Cleave and Twin Strike. Oof, 30. With vulnerability is doable. Not easy, though. It depends on what I'll draw next turn with the Pummel Strike, right? Can I defend you? If I do the Ghostly Armor, that'll be 14? No, hang on. So the enemy already has 2 extra strength. I'm being attacked. This is with weakness, right? So it's probably, what is that, 16? Or 18. Yeah, I'm not sure if Ghostly Armor and Metallicize alone would be enough. Let's do it. Let's do Ghostly Armor. No, that is actually enough with the Metallicize. So if I don't play the Flex, I should be fully defended. Let's do Pummel Strike. Okay, I got lucky. Actually, with the Flex, I think I might have been able to deal enough damage. It's fine. No harm done. I'm not taking any damage this turn. And the next turn, I can deal 3 damage. Yeah, with the Flex, I'm pretty sure I would have had enough. It's fine. Got Magic Flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. All right, that works well with the Burning Blood. Pummel Strike, Sword Boomerang. I already have both of them. So if I'm committing to Highlander, I should not take any of these. I guess I'll risk it. Okay. And then here I got my second curse, Doubt. All right, as well as a bunch of gold. And then here I got Kunai. Every time play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. Okay. Now the 5 question mark rooms in a row. Remove transform upgrade. I don't think I remove anything. I think I can upgrade something. Should I upgrade the Rage? Shockwave is a nice upgrade too. Feel no pain. Lots of good options here. Yeah, let's upgrade the Rage. Okay. Alright. And then here I got Singbo. When adding cards into deck, you may raise your extra by 2 instead. Alright. And then here I got a shop. Okay. Ooh, Wing Boots. I have to take this, right? Yeah, let's do it. It is expensive, but it might be worth it. You make no path when you're the next room to travel to 3 times. I can't afford anything else, but or any of the other relics. In terms of cards, Inflame is interesting. I do have a lot of things that rely on me having strength. So let's take the Inflame, and then I already have the Rage, so let's not take anything else. Okay. Expensive shop, but I got what I wanted out of it. Alright, this is just a regular fight. Let's do Flex, Ghostly Armor. I think I'll just do Inflame and Twin Strike. Alright. Another 12. Heavy Blade is not enough. Let's do, hang on. So I think with the slow debuff, the Heavy Blade should be enough. Beautiful. Alright. Got a Block Potion. That's really nice. Clash Armaments. Clash is going to be hard with all the curses. I think I'll take the Armaments. And then here, I don't think I need to remove anything. Let's gain gold. Okay. Alright, that was a pretty successful Act 1, I would say. So I think let's upgrade the Metallicize, and my hope is I'm going to be able to play the Disarm in the first 2 turns, or first 3 turns, I guess. Alright, didn't get it here. Let's see if the Shrugoff gives it to me. It didn't. Alright, let's do Rage. I don't want to lose the Ghostly Armor, so let's play that, and then I'll do Cleave. I'm a little worried. I do need to deal 29 damage next turn. I have 32. This should work. Unfortunately, only if I play the Power Through, right? Hang on. Let me upgrade the Body Slam. So if I do... Can I get by without playing the Power Through? So if I do Body Slam, Twin Strike, that's 10, 15, 21. I don't think the slow buff is going to be enough for that. So I think I have to do the Power Through. Which is a shame, but, you know, that's fine. Then do Anger, Twin Strike. Actually, even that is just barely enough. Well, not barely, but, you know. At least I got extra deck, so that's nice. 9 incoming. And this is where I get unlucky. I don't really have good defenses next turn either, though, right? So let's do Disarm here. I think I have to play the, let's do Inflame. I have to play the Block Potion. And then I guess I can do Hemokinesis. Next turn might be tough. I do have the Essence of Steel. I hope we'll get the Iron Wave. I have 10 incoming. I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, because I didn't get the Metallicize. I sort of needed that too, right? Let's do Flex Shockwave. That brings it down to 6. Yeah, I think I have to do Iron Wave. And then I also have to drink the Essence of Steel potion. Alright, well, that's what potions are for, to perfect bosses. Okay. Alright, here I only have 1 incoming, so I am fully defending against that. A little too late for the Metallicize. I will take it, though. Let's do Shrug It Off. Then Pummel Strike. I don't actually want to transform yet, so let me not play the Anger. Yeah, I'm fully defended. I think I can wait another turn. Okay. Alright, so here, yeah, I would like to play the Feel No Pain. Let's also not lose the Ghostly Armor, and then I'll do Hemokinesis. Okay. Alright, another 6. I am fully defended unless I play an attack, so let's not do anything here. Okay. No more weakness, so now I have to defend against 10. Luckily, I do have the Rage. Alright, let's do Rage. Then upgrade the Sword Boomerang. Okay, so I can do 2 attacks, right? Because I have 8 plus 6. No, I can only do 1 attack. Let's do Sword Boomerang here. Oh, actually, no, I have the Rage too. I can do Anger as well. Okay. Alright, another 8. I am fully defending against that. I don't think I'll do the Anger this time. I don't want to have too many Angers in my deck. Let's do Hemokinesis and then a Cleave. Okay. And then here, 32. Heavy Blade is not quite there yet. Although, it gets me close. Let's do Heavy Blade. Here, let's do Body Slam. Then, how do I do this? Yeah, let's do Heavy Blade and then Sword Boomerang. That should be enough, right? Ah, so close. Okay. Just need to deal 2 more damage. That should be very doable with Power Through. Oh, wait, can I get an attack? No, okay. Alright, probably shouldn't have played the Power Through then. And then here I can do Armaments and an Anger. Alright. Okay, alright. Had to use all my potions, but was able to perfect. Offering Barricade, really tempting. I will try to go for Pomper, though. I think the deck is doing really well. Let's take Max HP instead. Okay. And then here, Snake Eye. If I took the Barricade, Snake Eye would be great. Right now, I just have the Shockwave as a high-cost card, right? So, and the Heavy Blade. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, let's not take that. Astrolabe. I don't think I need that. Runic Cube, whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. I mean, it's not the worst. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to Astrolabe. Not really. I'm very happy with my cards. So, yeah, let's just take the, Runic Cube. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. Okay? So, energy might be a bit of a problem. Because I have lots of card draw. Well, not lots of, but I have some card draw and not a lot of energy. There's another path with lots of question mark rooms on the far left. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 2 guaranteed elites. Brings me up to the 15 I need for Mr. Machine already. Yeah, the path on the left only has 1 elite, and I could go... yeah, I could skip an elite, skip a question mark room if I want to. But no, let's get Mr. Machine out of the way. Why not? Okay. Wait, I forgot about Wing Boots. Did I mess up? Hang on. So I could use Wing Boots once to skip a question mark room and get an extra elite instead. Might be worth it. Yeah, let's do it. One jump on Act 1 and 2. Or sorry, 1 jump on Act 2 and 2 on Act 3. That's what I usually do. Because there's no guarantee that you can use all 3 jumps on Act 3. Yeah, let's do it. So from here, I'll jump over here. So I'll skip this question mark room. So I only have 14. I will need 1 more question mark room on Act 3 to get Mr. Machine. That should be very doable, though. Got Ghostly Armor, Twin Strike, or Anger. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the problem, right? When you have a lot of curses. At least I'm not taking too much damage here. Or any damage. Alright, let's do Rage. I don't think I need the Power Through, right? I think the Rage alone is enough. So let's do Hemokinesis, Iron Wave, Sword Boomerang. Yep, let's not do the Field No Pain yet. Get rid of some of the Plated Armor. Another 10. No block here whatsoever. That's unfortunate. I think I'll do Shockwave for weakness, then do Pummel Strike. Yeah, too bad. I should have done the Pummel Strike first. I would have gotten me to shrug it off earlier. Okay. 8 incoming Disarm is really nice. Let's upgrade the Flex, then do Disarm, then do Flex, Anger, and Sword Boomerang. Is that enough? No, but it gets me very close. Okay. Just need to do 8 more damage, which I can do easily. Okay. Got a block push, which is great. I already have both of these, so let's take the max HP. I also wouldn't mind getting some max HP, right? I need to get to 110. Oh no, I'm trying to go for Highlander. I'm offered the apparitions. I think I'm going to stick with Highlander, although in retrospect, going for collective bonuses might have been better now. Alright, here let's do Feel No Pain, Disarm, Rage, Flex. Unfortunately, I'm still going to take some damage here. Okay. Not too much, just 1 though. Alright. Here, let's start with the Pummel Strike, see what I get. Alright. Yeah, I guess I can do upgrade the Anger and then do Cleave and Anger. Okay. Unfortunately, next round we weakened. Alright, 7 incoming. Let's do Metallicize Power Through. Now the Body Slam is pretty powerful. Well, only 14. Still better than nothing. Okay. 22, that is a lot. Alright, let's do Shockwave. Oof, unfortunately, I am going to take... Actually, no, with the weakness, I'm only taking... What is that? 13? 3 damage. Okay. And then here, let's do Shrug It Off, Hemokinesis, and then Sword Boomerang. Yep, beautiful. Alright. Got a Cultist Bush, that might come in handy. I already have an Iron Wave, so I guess I'll take the Clothesline, which is a shame because I will need more energy to play that Clothesline. Here, I don't think I need to remove anything. Let's upgrade all strikes and defense, which means not doing anything. And here I got my first unique Curse Shame, as well as the Ancient Tea set. Whenever you enter a rest size, and next one with 2 extra energy. Okay. And then, yeah, let's go on the left and then jump over. Got the Gremlin Leader here who is attacking me. Luckily, I do have a very defensive hand, so I need 22. Let me do Rage, Shrug It Off. Okay. Disarm is great. Although, wait, hang on. So if I do Disarm, it'll be just 9 plus 4, 13. So Feel No Pain with the Disarm is not going to be... Actually, yeah, no, it's not going to be enough. So I think I have to do Disarm, and then I also have to do the Ghostly Armor. Is that right? Yeah, because then Metal says it's not enough either. Alright, that's fine. I'm fully defended here. That's all that matters. Unfortunately, I will be weakened next turn, so it might be hard to get rid of these guys. Yeah, I think... So, Armaments alone is enough. Let's upgrade the Twin Strike, then do that, do Sword Boomerang. Unfortunately, this does mean that next turn I'm guaranteed to be attacked. Okay. I'm still weakened too, right? Alright, so 18 plus 7, that's more, and I don't think I have a chance here. I do have a block potion. Can I get rid of this guy? Let me do Flex and Pummel Strike first. That's not quite enough for this guy. Oh man, how do I do this? I mean, I need to draw. What would I even draw? Actually, I don't have anything I can draw that would allow me to fully defend, right? Unless I get an Iron Wave, but no, I don't even have extra decks. So I don't think there's anything I can do. So yeah, I might give up on the perfect here. Let me do Shockwave, then Pummel Strike. Yeah, even if I got the Clothesline, the enemy is weakened. Actually, wait, no, 12. I can fully defend with the block push. All right, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about the weakness. All right. Okay, and then here, let's do Inflame, Iron Wave, and Anger. I probably could have angered the backliner and then Iron Wave this guy to get rid of it with the slow debuff, but this is fine. All right, so here, Hemokinesis is still not enough. It's so frustrating to be constantly weakened. Actually, am I? Yeah, I need to get rid of the minions, otherwise I cannot fully defend. Feel No Pain is not useful either. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. All right, let's do Feel No Pain, Sword Boomerang, and then Hemokinesis. But unfortunately, I'm taking damage from the from the Gremlin, Mad Gremlin. I mean, that's a bummer. Yeah, unfortunate. It's a shame I had to waste a potion to realize I can't perfect. All right, fine. At least I'm not being attacked. That's good. Finally, I'm not weakened. That doesn't happen often. Let's do Anger, then Cleave and Twin Strike. Okay. Do I need to play the Shrug It Off? No, I think I can wait. Right, Backliner is attacking again, which is fine. I'm already not perfecting, so that's okay. Let's do Iron Wave, then Pummel Strike, and then a little too late for Rage. Okay. Yep, definitely taking some damage. All right. Okay. And then here, let's do Anger. Let's upgrade the Body Slam. Then do Sword Boomerang. Then Metallicize and Body Slam. Actually... Oh, right. Yeah, nothing else I can do. At least I got extra decks. Okay, Backliner is attacking King. Okay, now I'm getting a little worried that I might not even... Well, I should survive. I might just take a lot of damage. Okay. Not looking good. At least I got lots of card draw. Alright, so there's a Rage. I can do Flex, and then I'm still weakened, right? So get rid of you with the Hemokinesis. Actually, I had a Cleave. I should have played the Cleave. Let's do Twin Strike and then Cleave. Okay. And then Anger. Alright. It's a lot of block for a turn where I wasn't getting any damage incoming. Okay, well, I am getting decks here with all the Angers, so, you know, that's something. That's the problem with Angers, though, right? They might fill your deck very quickly if you can't, if it's taking too long. Let's do Anger, Twin Strike, and then Heavy Blade. Finally. Alright, this was surprisingly tough. I lost a lot of HP here. Okay. The weakness really hurt me. We got our Calcum. If you end your turn without blocking 6 block, that might come in handy. Would have allowed me to at least perfect slightly longer. Twin Strike Clash. I think I'll skip the Twin Strike. I don't know about Clash. It might just be really hard to use, so I think I'll take the max HP instead. Okay. So let's do one jump here. All right. Slavers. This one is definitely going to be a challenge. Let's do Flex, Shrug It Off. Yeah, I don't think I can defend against 32. There's nothing I could have drawn that would allow me to defend against that much. So instead, I think I'll just do Inflame and Pummel Strike. Okay. Well, the Power Through would have helped. With the armaments, it still would not have been enough, right? I needed Shockwave, I needed the Power Through, and I needed the energy to play all of that. So that was unlikely to happen. Let's do Rage. I think I will do Shockwave. And then, you know what? I will also do Metallicize. That way, with the Arcalcum, I fully defended this turn. Okay. The enemies are going to be weakened next turn, but I also won't be able to play any attacks. At least I can do the Ghostly Armor. Alright. Wait, I didn't calculate. I'm not dead here, right? No, I'm not, but it is getting a little close. Uncomfortably close. Alright, this is the problem with lack of energy, right? Let's do Twin Strike is only 14. So, hang on. With the Arcalcum, I am alive if I can get rid of the backliner. I think I could also do Armaments Disarm, and then Twin Strike. Let's see if that is enough. It might not be, right? So if I do Iron Wave here and then Twin Strike, that is very close to, but not quite enough. So I think I'm dead, right? Wait, so I have 16, 25. I'm being attacked for 20. Okay, no, I guess I'm still alive. All right. Yeah, now I wonder if it made sense to skip a question mark for elite if I'm already having this much trouble. Let's do rage, shrug it off. Okay, there's a power through, but now I also have to deal with the regret. Let's do power through. Then body slam is 24. I have to use it on the backliner. So the regret will deal 5 damage. Yeah, I'm dead here. Unbelievable. All right, let's reload. What did I do wrong? I don't think I did anything wrong. I'm trying to think if I should drink the potion. I just need a little bit extra damage. The shame is that that potion is great against the boss fight, but no, let's drink it. I mean, I need all the help I can get here. So I still did shrug it off here, right? And I think I got the panic button, not the panic button, the power through with the pommel strike. So let's play that here. It does mean I can't play the inflame, but it also means that I can preserve some HP at least. Okay. And then this is the problem, right? Next turn I can't play any attacks. So what if I do... I think I'll do Shockwave and Metallicite. That's still the right approach here. Okay, that way I'm fully defended this turn, and just next turn I'm going to have trouble. If I remember correctly, I'm just drawing the... Oh, interesting. Different cards drawn this time. Because last time I got the ghostly armor. Well, I guess this time I'm taking a bunch of damage. Okay. Well, not too much with the Orichalcum, but still. Yeah, the ghostly armor didn't actually help that much last time. Alright, and then here... Okay, this time I got Rage. That's great. I can do Sword Boomerang... Cleave, and then Twin Strike. That allows me to get rid of the backliner. Allows me to be fully defended this turn. Okay, so this way I should at least be able to survive, right? Alright, 14 incoming. Let's do Pommel Strike. Hemokinesis only 15. With the Anger, that is enough. Okay. And then with the Orichalcum... Actually, I can also do Feel No Pain. With the Orichalcum and the Metallicize, I should be fully defended here. Alright, fine. Yeah, this one would have been, I think, pretty much impossible to protect too. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe having extra energy, maybe taking rare cards, having the barricade in the offering. I don't know if that would have helped me. You got Peace Spell. You can now remove cards from your deck at rest sets. That's nice in case I need to get rid of duplicates. I already have these two already. Let's grab the max HP. And then, wait, right. I don't want to do another jump. Let's just do a regular fight. So I do skip a question marker because of that. Oof. Horrible start. Taking damage from the regret. Fine. At least healing is more effective thanks to Magic Flower. 21. I probably want to apply weakness with the clothesline. Let's also do anger here. Okay. Only taking 5 damage. That's fine. Another 15. Let's do disarm, which is great. Brings it down to 9. Then do shrug it off. That's enough. And then, yeah, I think I'll do Iron Wave. Okay. The disarm should help quite a bit. All right. I would also like to play a Shockwave. So let me upgrade the Body Slam. Then do Rage, Shockwave, and I guess Body Slam is only 7 damage still. Alright, another 9. I have enough with the Orichalcum, right? So, yeah, I think I'll just do Iron Wave and Cleave. No, wait. Oh, because Iron Wave gave me block. Alright, fine. Let's do the Ghostly Armor too. Okay. Another 9. Okay, I realize I'm having trouble dealing a lot of damage because it is taking me a while to... Okay, finally. Alright. Okay, Whirlwind Warcry. If I had Energy, Whirlwind would be good, but I think I'll take the Warcry because of the Feel No Pain as well. And then here I got Self-Forming Clay. Whenever you lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. Okay, so now I need to deal a lot of self-damage. I have the Self-Forming Clay and the Runic Cube. Bremen Leader, attempt number 2. And again, not starting off on a great foot here. Let's do... I need Power Through, right? Although, wait, with the Orichalcum, I only have 10. This is not going to be able to deal 13 damage. Let's definitely do Disarm, that's for sure, right? Yeah, no, there's no way. I can barely... I might barely be able to do 12 damage. So yeah, it has to be Power Through. And then, yeah, let's do Metallicize. So the thing is, next turn I'm guaranteed to be attacked by the backliner. I'm also going to be weakened, which is going to make it harder to get rid of the minions. And I don't draw any defensive cards. Great. Alright, let's do Hemokinesis. That's not enough. Heavy Blade, 16. That's also not enough. So, 1825. Well, at least I'm not dead. So, let's do Hemokinesis, then Heavy Blade. Wait, hang on. Let's see what the Warcry gives me. Great. Weakness for another turn. Fine. Then let's do Heavy Blade and wait. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Our Orichalcum helps. Okay. Alright, and now I have to deal with the Regret as well. And no extra energy. I kind of want to do Inflame. Let's do Inflame. Then do Pommel Strike and Cleave. Yep, Regret deals a bunch of damage. Fine. Okay. Backline's not attacking. If the backline attacks, I think I'll be in a lot of trouble. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's do Shockwave Cleave. Alright, and then I have to do Anger here. At least next turn I'm not weakened. That's, you know, nice. Backline is attacking, so luckily I do have the Power Throw. I also have the Regret, which is a problem. Power Throw is enough to be fully defended, though. So let's do Pummel Strike. And then I'll upgrade the Body Slam to play that for 42. That's not too bad. Okay. Right, next turn I'm guaranteed not to be attacked. The enemy is still vulnerable. Let's do Feel No Pain, Iron Wave, and Sword Boomerang. Now, unfortunately, turn after I'm going to be Frail. Ugh. And luckily I'm not being attacked, though. Yeah, if I was attacked, that would have been a big problem. So here I think I'll do Flex Heavy Blade for 28. My only hope is to be able to kill next turn, because otherwise these two guys in 2 turns will deal too much damage. The backline is also guaranteed to attack me next turn. So can I deal 23 damage? I am weakened once again. I think I can, though. Okay, alright, that was nerve-wracking. I'm down to 4 HP, but I was able to pull through. I might rest at the next rest side, too. We got Frozen Egg, one of the added power card into deck upgraded. Wild Strike, Shrug It Off. Already have the Shrug It Off, I mean. Let's take the Wild Strike. And then, yeah, let's go this way. Okay. Centurion and Mystic. There's no way for me to get either Overkill or combo here. Actually, let me first make sure I can survive. Doesn't look good. Well, I'm taking a bunch of damage here again. Actually, if I do Hemokinesis, I might die. So let's not do that. Let's just do Inflame instead. Okay. Yep. Down to 1 HP. And I still have a Regret, right? That might be a big problem. That might be a very big problem. And actually, they're both attacking me again. Hang on. That might be an even bigger problem. Let's do Disarm here. Then go see Armor. Okay, 16. I need 17. So, exhausting this should be enough. Let's put the Doubt back. And then do Body Slam. Actually, that Regret on turn 1, or that Regret I'm bound to draw sooner or later is going to be a big issue. Because I can't really get rid of it, right? And the problem is I took damage on turn 1, so there's nothing I can really do about that. And I don't think I can deal enough damage, so this might cause me to die. I still didn't get it. It's guaranteed to show up next turn, though. Well, I think my only hope is to deal a lot of damage. Let's weaken this guy. Actually, Shockwave weakens. Alright, but now I only have 7-8, so I have to do Power Through. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't think I can survive next turn. Because I don't even have a Warcry. Maybe I should have kept the Warcry? But then that only puts it back. It doesn't really delay, you know, playing it. No, I'm dead here. Let me see. The problem is I just took so much damage on turn 1. I don't think there's anything I can do to protect myself against that, right? So, this might be a losing run. Yeah, no, I have to play the Shrug It Off, right? There's no way around that. Let me see what the Pummel Strike gives me. Okay, wait, no. If instead of the Feel No Pain, I do Ghostly Armor. Okay, that gives me a chance. Alright. Had to reload this one again, but at least this way I am not gonna die from the Regret. Let's do... But now I don't have the Feel No Pain active. Alright, let's do War Crime. I think I prefer to be, Frail next turn. Oh, this is the same issue. Wild Strike, Body Slam. So, 14... No, I'm actually dead here again. Alright, so I have to choose between the Feel No Pain and... What if I don't get extra block on the second turn? Will that do something? So if I do Shrug It Off, then Pummel Strike. Then if I do Feel No Pain and this Exhaust, that only gives me 3. So that's 11, 24. I will still lose HP. And then next turn I'm still losing HP. Let me still try to make it work with the Ghostly Armor here. Okay. I promise I'm getting attacked again for 20 this turn, right? And I got 3 block because of the Self-Formed Clay, so there's no way I can get around that. Yeah, so no, I think I can't play the Ghostly Armor. I just can't, right? Because 14, 19, no. So I have to play the Feel No Pain, which means I can't play the Ghostly Armor, which means I think I'm in the same boat as before, but let's try this one more time. So, Shrug It Off, Feel No Pain, then Pummel Strike. Yeah. So that Exhausted Ghostly Armor gives me a little bit extra block. I think that might make a difference because now I'm at 4 HP instead of 0 or 1. And then here I do Disarm, Warcry. Okay, then do Flex, Iron Wave. Alright, that allows me to actually be fully defended. Good. Is that right? 17? No. Well, at least I'm down to 2 HP. Still not much better. Okay, let's see if that helps me with the regret. All right, it is unlikely, but I'm gonna give it a try. So I think I'll do Shockwave here, then Metallicize, and wait. Okay. I basically need to draw angers with the regret, really. That's the only chance, and I already have the anger here, so that might make it difficult. Here, let's do Clothesline, and then anger. Okay. And I think the regret is at the very bottom. Yeah, no. I need to play 4 cards, and I can only play 3. So there's absolutely nothing I can do. Inflame, Wild Strike, Sword Boomerang, and then the Cleave kills me. Oh boy. I'm gonna reload. I basically need 3 HP. That's what I need. So I'm gonna try a few different things. I honestly don't see a way though. So this might be a replay. Yeah. So I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, I don't think there's any chance I have here. The problem is that I'm being attacked the first 2 turns, and there's no way for me to preserve enough HP to be able to survive. So if I don't play the Ghostly Armor here, I won't have it next turn. If I play it here, yeah, it's just, I'm taking 20 damage here, I'm down to 4, and there's just no way to defend here. Nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. What if I don't draw anything? Hang on, let's try that. Let's not draw. Let's still play everything, but not play the Pummel Strike. That's my only chance, and then if I don't get it, I have to replay this, because I just don't see a way. So if I do Shrug It Off here, then Feel No Pain. Actually, no, I needed this, right? Because right now I'm still going to drop to 20 if I don't draw and exhaust the card. But who knows, maybe that'll do something. So let's just do Inflame. How about that? That will hopefully help me deal damage faster. That's my only hope I have here. Okay. So here I have 6 already. I can still do the Disarm, which is about to 9. I need 17, so I have to play the Ghostly Armor or let it exhaust. Yeah, no, not letting it exhaust is not gonna work unless, no, this gives me a shame. All right, yeah, let's let wait, 15. Yeah, I have to play the Ghostly Armor, and Body Slam does deal a good amount of damage now. Okay, and I know next turn I'm not being attacked. All right. So here, I think I have to focus on dealing damage, so let's upgrade the Twin Strike, then do Iron Wave and Twin Strike. Now, unfortunately, the backline is healing. I am going to get weakened, which means it's almost impossible to kill in 2 turns. Here, there's just nothing I can do, right? Yeah, absolutely nothing. I have to do the Power Through. Heavy Blade is 16. Best damage I can do here. Oh, and I'm dead here. Yeah, there's nothing I could have done. This was just, I got really unlucky that I got these two guys who are both attacking me on turn 1. I still had a bunch of Crush Markums left. All right, this is very frustrating because I had so much HP as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload this again. I'm going to play it. I'm going to try to keep everything the same way. So that means I will still go for Highlander. So I'll keep everything the same way, and I'll be right back, hopefully in the same place with a better score. I also just see Mike here with 1289. That's a great score. So yeah, let's try this again. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back at this fight. Have slightly more max HP, or HP, and actually the most important thing is I have 2 block potions. So basically, I tried to do everything the same way. There were some small differences. I, at one point, accidentally picked up a duplicate ghostly armor. So there's an event where I can lose HP to remove it. That's what I did to be able to still have unique cards. Everything else is the same. And the big difference was I basically just tried to lose less HP in the beginning of Act 2, and then there was no way to avoid losing HP in the Gremlin fight. Gremlin leader fight. You actually can see on the rewatch that I reloaded it a few times just to not lose too much HP. But that allowed me to end up in this fight with 25 HP with 2 block potions. I think that should be plenty. Alright, let's try this one more time. So, 20 incoming. I also started with a slightly different hand. So let's do Power Through, Ghostly Armor, and then Inflame. The key, the way I was able to get the last Gremlin leader without losing too much HP is I just ended up getting rid of the Fat Gremlin, the one that applies weakness to me. And yeah, that helped a lot. Without it, I think I would be in way more trouble. Alright, so here, should I do Feel No Pain? I think if I skip Feel No Pain, I'll take less damage with the Ironclad. So let's just do Disarm, and then Wild Strike and Body Slam. Okay. I'm still taking damage, but not as much at least. And now I should be at least alive when I draw the Regret. Earlier this time. Interesting. Okay, let's do Flex, Warcry. I don't know what I should put back. I guess I'll do Heavy Blade and, yeah, let's put the Iron Wave back. Yeah, I'm actually... No, let's put the Shrug It Off back. Yeah, that way I can do Iron Wave and Heavy Blade here. Okay. So I'm down to 11. That's still not great, but better than the one I had before. Here, I think I'll do Shockwave. And then I kind of want to do Metallicize. Is only 22 damage, right? Yeah, let's play it safe and play the Metallicize here. Okay. Right. Another 12. I have the Rage. That should help a lot. Let's do Pummel Strike, Anger, and then Clothesline. Yep, that's enough to get rid of this guy. Okay. Alright, I feel much better now. I only have 3 incoming. I still have to deal with the Regret, but I think that's fine. Let's do Cleave and Body Slam. Okay. And then just need to deal 29 more damage, which I should be able to do with the Heavy Blade. No, it gets me close, though. Alright. So this guy heals now. 19, Twin Strike, and Wild Strike is enough. Alright. At least I end up with 16 HP and still 2 block potions. We got a Smoke Bomb, which I probably don't need. Havoc, Reckless Charge. Not a huge fan. Havoc does exhaust the card, so let's take it. Okay. And then here, interesting. Remove a card. I don't think I need to remove anything. I think I'll upgrade to random cards for 40 gold. I don't think I need to transform anything either. So I got the Armaments and Twin Strike upgrade. The Armaments upgrade is actually really nice. Alright, Cult isn't chosen. I have to be careful. I can't be too careless here either. But I think I should be fine if I do something like Flex, Feel No Pain, see what the Havoc plays. That's a Shrug It Off, alright? And then Cleave or Twin Strike. Let's do Cleave. Okay. Alright, another 6. I can upgrade everything with the armaments, though, right? No, I can also fully defend with the Ironclad. So let's just do Clothesline and Sword Boomerang. Okay. Actually, with the weakness, Clothesline and the Iron Wave would have been enough. It's fine. Here, let's do a Rage, Disarm, then Metallicize, Wild Strike, and Anger. Okay. Alright, 10 incoming. I exhaust 2 cards plus 4. I think that's enough, so I can just do Pummel Strike and Heavy Blade. Okay. Unfortunately, next time I will be weakened. Alright. Not being attacked, though. Okay, let's just do the Inflame. Unfortunately, I'm taking damage from the Regret. That Regret is hurting me quite a bit. Yeah, it is becoming a problem. Another 16. I don't have quite enough. Let's do Shockwave, Warcry back the Regret. Alright, then do Anger and Iron Wave. There's a small chance I might be able to deal enough damage next turn. With Vulnerability, if I get a Heavy Blade, it might be great. No, but I can do something like Wild Strike and Twin Strike. Beautiful. Alright, we got a Weakness Push, which I'll take over the Smoke Bomb for the upcoming boss. Okay. Demon Form Super Boomerang. I don't think I need Demon Form, although it might allow me to get combo. No, let's take the Max HP. It was pre-upgraded too. Okay, another shop where I can't afford too much, unfortunately. I think I'll focus on cards here. I don't think I need the Abacus or the Bronze Scales. Let's take the Panic Button. It's my favorite. I already have this and this. Dropkick. I do have some vulnerability. Is it enough, though? Yeah, not really. I think Bloodletting might be better, especially because I have Runic Cube. Actually, with the same reason, I could take the Combust, huh? But then I will actually take... I have to finish the fight in like 20 turns or so. Still, I think it might be worth it. It's pre-upgraded as well. Okay. Alright. I might... Hang on. Should I consider taking the region push? Actually, I can't afford it. Alright, fine. Okay, I think I have to rest here. I think I have way too little HP to be able to do well. So, yeah, this also allows me to play the Combust without having to worry too much about things. All right, let's do Rage, see what the Havoc plays. That is a Shrug It Off. I don't like that I have to lose it. And then let's do Sword Boomerang and Heavy Blade. Okay. Not the best start, but I think I can make this work. Oof, lots of incoming here. All right, I would love to play the Shockwave. Hang on, so wait, if I do Shockwave, this will be 13 plus 10, so 23. Metallicize plus the block push is 16, that's not enough. So I have to do Armaments. That's still not enough. I have to use 2 block potions? I think that's my only way to do it here. I'd love to play Metallicize, but no, yeah, let's do Armaments, Shockwave. So yeah, and then drink 1 block potion, and I have to drink the other one too. Fine, fine. Okay. So if that allows me to perfect this one, I'll be happy. Unfortunately, that might be difficult. If I don't draw any defensive cards, great. Let's do Inflame, Bloodletting. Okay. Alright, there's a Cleave. Let's see what the Pummel Strike draws. Okay, Ghostly Armor. That's still not going to be anywhere near enough, right? Let's do Hemokinesis, see what that draws. Okay, yeah, no, there's nothing I could have done here. I need 18 block. I only have 10. Alright, I mean, I should probably still get that 10 block, but yeah, unfortunately, nothing I could have done. Alright, alright. Well, it's good I had the block potions. It did help me preserve some HP. Let's do Flex, Disarm, Warcry. Probably would like to avoid being weakened. Combust is great. Let's also do Iron Wave. Okay. Alright. Okay, getting a lot of debuffs. 16 incoming. Alright, Panic Button is interesting. There's a significant chance I won't be attacked next turn. So let's do the Panic Button, then do Anger, Twin Strike, and Body Slam. Okay. Really hope I don't get attacked next turn. Alright, and then here, yeah, I am not being attacked, which is great. Let's just do Feel No Pain and Clothesline. Okay. Alright, so the enemy is summoning. That's good. Let's do Pummel Strike, Hemokinesis, and then, yeah, let's do Bloodletting. That way I don't lose my Ghostly Armor, and I can play Metallicize. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, lots of incoming again. Let's do Flex, Bloodletting, see what that gives me. Alright, I can play everything. Pummel Strike, Armaments, upgrade both. Then do Iron Wave, or, yeah, let's do Iron Wave, then Sword Boomerang. Yeah, obviously still taking... Actually, no, thanks to Sword Boomerang getting lucky, I'm not taking any damage this turn. Okay. Another lots of incoming. Let's do Body Slam with the Combust. That is enough for this guy, and then I'll just do Heavy Blade for the backliner. Okay. Alright, it's actually getting close. I'm only down to 18 HP. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That's a Twin Strike. Alright, then do the Angers, Wild Strike, and that's enough. Yeah. No chance of perfecting. Barely actually survived. If I didn't rest, I would have been dead. Impervious Corruption. I will skip this, but I think in retrospect, going for rare cards would have been the smarter choice. Probably going to take the Black Star here as much as I like extra energy. So let's take the Black Star, at least to additional relic when defeated. I feel like maybe I really need extra energy. If only I could have had an offering. If I took that offering on Act 1, I think that might have helped me quite a bit too. Alright, there is 2 elite path either on the left or right. If I go on the left, I'll get 1, 2, 3 question mark rooms and a late shop. If I go on the right, I'll get 1, 2, 3 early question mark rooms and no shop. I think I'll go on the left. Yeah, that late shop might be useful. Allows me to hopefully buy some good stuff. Let's do it. Okay. Alright, I have to be a little careful with the spiker. I could do Combust. Yeah, let's just do Shockwave, Combust. I'll have some block with the Orichalcum, and then the Combust will deal consistent damage at least. Okay. And then here, I would like to get rid of the Exploder before that, though. Let's do Ghostly Armor. Body Slam is 34. Actually, it would be really tempting to target the Spiker with it, huh? Yeah, let's do Body Slam this guy. Okay. And then I could do Hemokinesis. Alright. Okay, that way this guy's dead with the Combust, and I just have to deal 21, not even 21, right? Just 14 damage, which I think I can do with Pummel Strike and 1 more attack. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, Headbutt, Battle Trance. Battle Trance is really nice. I think I need... Well, do I need more card draw? Oh, I completely forgot about the fact that I have Wing Boots. Well, that was dumb. Okay, it looks like I can only use Wing Boots once. Well, that means I have an extra Wing Boots charge I can use. So yeah, I probably should have gotten on the right, done the question mark rooms, and then done the shop here. then jumped over once, jumped over twice. Yeah, that was a mistake. Although I guess I don't really need that many question mark rooms. So with only 2 jumps left, I could do 1 jump here, get 3 question mark rooms, this elite, another question mark room, and then get the shop, and then jump over here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So even though I took the wrong path, it's still fine in the end, right? Wait, no. Wait, hang on. I need to get a 3rd elite. No, I can't do that. So I have to stick on the left, and then jump over at the end. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, I messed up. I should have started on the right, done the 2 question mark rooms, done this elite, another question mark room, then a shop potentially, then jumped over here for a question mark room and elite, and then do a final jump. So I really messed up here. That's a bummer. Well, let's hope that changes the RNG for a better. Right, there's nothing else I can do. I can do, or I can go on the right here. Shop, question mark room, then do 1 jump, and then do a 2nd jump. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm basically skipping out on 2 early question mark rooms, which could give me the normality event. So yeah, that was a big mess up. I completely forgot about the wing boots. It does happen sometimes. Let's do flex battle trans. Then, yeah, I think here combust might be really good. Let's do the combust. Let's do inflame, and I'll do metallicize to avoid taking any damage. I'm hoping that the combust will deal a good amount of damage over this fight. Okay. Alright, 15. I mean, I have panic button here. Let's do shrug it off, panic button. Then do cleave, and then body slam does 55, so that would get rid of either of them. Let's target the backliner. And you know what? Let's get rid of the regret. Because now, wait, if I draw it with the combust, will the regret trigger? It doesn't. Okay, good. Alright, so here, let's do only 7 incoming. I am fully defended. Let's do, I think I'll just do armament shockwave, and then anger. Okay. Alright. Okay, lots of incoming here. Let's do rage, bloodletting to see what the havoc plays. Okay. That's a shame. Fine. And then, yeah, I think I'll avoid taking too much damage. Oh, that's actually, well, if I do iron wave and then heavy blade, I'll avoid taking too much damage here. Okay. Alright, lost the ghostly armor. Has to still deal a good amount of damage on these 2 guys. And this guy has block too, right? Let's do flexed. I do have a cleave, and then heavy blade. Is that enough? That is enough. Beautiful. Alright, headbutt, pummel strike. I didn't pick up the headbutt before. Let's pick it up now. And then going this way, right? Yeah, so let's do another shop here. I can only afford the cauldron pretty much from the relics. In terms of cards, I already have these 3, so I can just take these 2. I think I'll skip them. Let's just take the cauldron, pick up Bruce 5 random potions. Which of these do I want to save? I guess the power potion is nice, and these are not that great. Let's take the gambler's root. It might help me get rid of curses if I need to. And then I can't afford the carnage. Fine, let's take it. It is a little expensive, but I think I can use it. Okay. Alright, here I got the spikers. Let's do shockwave and disarm. Okay. I guess I can rely on the combust. That might take a while, though. Well, there it is. Alright, let's do combust, feel no pain, and ghostly armor. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost the carnage there. Yep. Alright, another 14. Here I can do anger. No, let's do power through first. Okay, then do battle trance. Alright, I can do flex, rage, and heavy blade. How much damage is that? 42. Yeah, that is enough to get rid of one of them. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay. And then I can do anger you. Alright. Alright, 1 spiker down, 1 to go. Alright, here, let's do inflame. I don't think I'll do sword boomerang or panic button for that matter. Let's do havoc, get rid of the doubt. And yeah, sword boomerang might hit the spiker, and that might end up dealing way too much damage to me. Alright, 14. Let's do armaments, shrug it off. Body slam is 19. Can I headbutt the body slam? Yeah, let's do body slam and then headbutt that body slam. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was going to draw it with the regret. That's fine. Okay. Another 7. Let's upgrade everything. Then do rage. Heavy blade is 26. That would be enough, but then I'll take a little bit of damage. Let me see what the havoc plays. Iron wave. Okay. And then I can do heavy blade. And that way I'm fully defended. Beautiful. And I just need to deal 35 damage. Battle trance. Can I deal 35? Let's do flex. This is 26. So not quite enough. 26 plus 7 is 33. And the slow debuff doesn't work here. Alright, fine. In that case, let's just do power through. Clothesline and Anger. Okay. I just need 2 more damage next turn. Alright. Yeah, I guess this deck is missing scaling. I'm not getting stronger over time. That's a problem. I already have these 2. Let's take the max HP. I'm also thinking maybe I should have gone for a collector bonuses because I'm getting a lot of duplicates. Or I'm seeing at least a lot of duplicates. Alright, here I'll do Shockwave. I don't think I can do Panic Button. Let's see what the Warcry gives me. Let's put the Panic Button back. I might need it next turn. Okay. Never mind. Right, I keep forgetting with the Combust. I'm drawing whatever I put back. Okay. And I can't play it, of course. Alright, let's do Armaments. I don't think I'll do Disarm. Havoc plays Flex. Okay. Then I think I'll just do Iron Wave and Twin Strike and Anger. Alright. At least I'm fully defended this turn. Then next turn, this guy's dead with the Combust, so I can just focus on the backliner. There's a Headbutt there. Let's do Rage. I think I'll do Sword Boomerang, Body Slam, and Headbutt that Body Slam. Hoping to gain a little bit extra block next turn. Okay. I keep forgetting. Yeah, Combust together with Runic Cube messes things up here quite a bit. Let's do Battle Trance first. Then do Cleave and Heavy Blade. That is unfortunately not enough, so I'm going to take a bunch of damage from the burns and the regret. And the actual attack damage. Okay. Luckily, Combust saved me there. Alright, we got Duvidel for each Christian. Next charge come with 1 strength, so I have 3 extra strength now. That's good. Already have these 2. Let's take the max HP. At least I got the stuff modifier, so that's nice. Alright, here let's do Feel No Pain. I think I'll do Twin Strike and Sword Boomerang. Okay. I also have a Weakness Potion that might help, hopefully. Not being attacked. Let's do Battle Trance. Disarm is nice. Let's upgrade everything first, and then do Flex, Disarm. I think I'll do Inflame. So I haven't played any attacks, but now I have 6 extra strength. That should help. Alright, 10 incoming. This is with the Disarm, right? Let me see what the Pummel Strike gives me. And then I have Bloodletting. That's not going to be enough. I think I have to try, though. Okay, I did get a Rage. That is enough. Alright, beautiful. So I can do Wild Strike, Carnage, and Body Slam. Beautiful. Alright, another 10. Let's do Metallicize Power Through. Oof. I'm starting to get worried, especially because I don't have any scaling. How am I going to deal with the scaling of the Giant Head? Let's do Combust Warcry. Then do... Yeah, I guess Panic Button is my only chance here. Panic Button, Anger, and Cleave. Obviously, that means this turn I can't deal... next turn I can't defend, but at least I'm fully defended this turn. 32 incoming. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That was a Rage. Okay. Then do Battle Trance. Then Bloodletting. Iron Wave. Might as well do Shrug It Off, Hemokinesis, and Sword Boomerang. Okay, that gives me a little bit more block than I thought I would have. Could also throw in the Weakness Potion. Actually, I probably should throw the Weakness Potion, right? Yeah, let's do it now. Alright, here, let's upgrade everything. I can do Anger, Pummel Strike, anything I need to headbutt. Well, let's see. I could headbutt the Bloodletting. I feel like I need extra energy. Body Slam is interesting too, but let's headbutt the Bloodletting. Okay. The Weakness is also helping me here. Right. Headbutt is completely useful with Runic Cube and Combust, right? Alright, here, let's do Shockwave. Okay. Then Power Through. Look at that, actually fully defended. I am losing the Carnage, though. Okay. Alright, another 35. Let's do Anger. I think I'll just do Twin Strike and Heavy Blade. I will take the damage here, but I think it gets me closer to actually being able to survive. Because I just need 10 more damage here. Alright, wow, I did not think I would make it through. We got Letter Opener. Every time play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. And Sundial, every 3 times you shuffle drop line, get 2 extra energy. I already have these 2. Let's take the max HP. Okay. And then I was going to do... Do I actually need the shop? No, I think I can do another jump because I don't have enough gold for that shop to be worth it. Yeah, let's do a question mark room first. Losing 14 max HP is quite a lot, but healing back to full is nice. No, I don't think I'll do it. Yeah, I don't want to save my stuff modifier. If I really want to, I can rest here, but I think I should be fine without resting, right? No. You know what? Let's play it safe. Let's jump over now and rest, just to be safe here. Okay? Alright, because I have 2 leads in a row and I might not have a chance to rest, and I might take a lot of damage there. We got Bottle Tornado and pick up, choose a Power Crash, so I just go with this guy in your hand. I think that should be the Combust. Who's my final boss, by the way? Time Eater. Okay, it's not going to make a huge difference, but let's take the Combust. That will help a little. And then here, Unique Curse number 4. Okay, also gives me extra strength. Well, I still have a regular fight at the end. That could give me the Writhing Mass. That would be a unique curse number 5. Will be very hard to pull off, though. Let's do Combust, Ghostly Armor, and Body Slam, and there's nothing I can do against the 18 incoming, so, yep, fine. Okay. Alright, not being attacked, that's good. Let's upgrade everything, see what the Havoc plays. That's a Heavy Blade. That was unfortunately wasted. Also do Feel No Pain. Okay. Alright. And then 45, that is the big attack. I can apply Weakness. I probably should do that. Brings it down to 33. Then do Anger and Iron Wave. Okay. Well, at least I'm only taking, 27 damage. This arm is good here. Let's do Metallicize this arm. The enemy's intangible, right? Yeah, let's do Sword Boomerang. Deals a little bit extra damage. Okay. And then 31. This is with weakness and negative strength, right? Rage is great. Let's do Rage, then Shrug it off. Okay. So reshuffle. Then I can do Anger. Probably don't need to play the Clothesline. I think I'll do the Power Through. That actually allows him to be fully defended. Okay. And then here, the enemy is still intangible. So let's do Wild Strike, Body Slam, and wait. Okay. Right. Okay, luckily not the big attack again. That would have been really annoying a few times in a row. Instead, let's do Sword Boomerang. I'm going to headbutt. Actually, it doesn't matter what I headbutt, right? Because I'm going to draw it again. Okay, at least the Combust was enough to kill Guts. Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, as well as the Bottle Flame. Before I take that, let's first grab, I don't think I need Searing Blow. Let's take max HP and then Bottle Flame. On pick up, choose an attack. So I just come with this guy in your hand. Should that be, probably not the Heavy Blade, right? How about Hemokinesis? Because then I can guarantee triggering the Centennial Puzzle. And then here, I can jump over now. I don't think I need to heal again. Okay. I have to remember to pick up one more card. Let's do Feel No Pain, Combust, Hemokinesis, see what I draw. Probably should have done Hemokinesis first in case it gave me great things. Okay. But it's also going to be a challenge because it's going to take me a while to deal enough damage here. 25. Let's do... I could Headbutt and then Havoc something. Let's Headbutt the Shockwave, then Havoc it. Okay. It's down to 18, and then I can do Bloodletting, see what I draw. All right, Disarm is great, and I can do... Actually, there's a significant chance I won't get attacked next turn, so let's do a Panic Button Body Slam. Okay. All right, I was being attacked, but luckily not by much, so that's good. I'm fully defended for that. Let's do Battle Trance, Pummel Strike, Cleave, and Wild Strike. Okay. Thorogood is dealing some damage here. All right. And then here I can do Flex, Sword Boomerang, and Carnage. Okay. And Combust is enough. Beautiful. Alright, got a Duplication Potion, which I'll probably will take over the Weakness Potion. That should allow me to duplicate one of my powers. Probably the Metallicize. Here, Trigger is great. It would help me get rid of curses. Alright, Reptimancer. It's not going to be super easy. Let's do Flex, Combust. I'm already taking damage, right? And there's nothing I can do. Well, hang on. I have card draw. This arm is nice, but I think... Actually, no, Iron Wave is not enough. I think it has to be the True Grit, right? Yeah, that's the only way I can guarantee a perfect so far. Okay. Alright, lots of incoming here. Let's see what the Bloodletting gives me first. Okay, Clothesline is interesting. Let's do Battle Trance. Alright, there's a Cleave. Might not quite... Actually, it will be enough with the backline with the Combust, but I also need to defend against 30, which I can't really. Let's do Power Through, then Shockwave. So that's 22. I am very close, but don't have quite enough, right? Unless I can't draw anything either, right? Yeah, fine. Let's do Cleave. How do I defend against one more? I mean, I don't think the Power Potion can give me anything. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just accept the damage. I did not have high hopes of being able to break this one, so I'm not too upset here. Okay. Only lost 1 HP, though. That's a shame. Let's do Disarm. I think I'll just do Carnage, 29, or Twin Strike. Yeah, Twin Strike is almost better. Let's do Twin Strike. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I'm also taking some damage. That's fine, hopefully. Alright, 66. Let's do... How do I do this? Let's do Pummel Strike first. Yeah, I think I'll just do Sword Boomerang, and then Body Slam is 17 only. Still, let's do it. Okay. And then next turn, actually, Combust guarantees a kill. Fine. Alright, yeah, this was unfortunate, although I don't think I would have been able to perfect. We got Vajra, so I should come with 1 extra strength, and Molten Egg whenever you add an attack into deck upgraded. A Strength Potion, which I'll skip, and I already have the Havoc, and I don't want the Clash. And I already have 35 cards, so I'm good. And it is the Writhing Mass. Hang on, hang on. Can I pull off 100 points out of this run? Yeah, if I get the Parasite. All right, let's try really carefully to get a Parasite, which probably means I don't want to play the Combust, because I might deal too much damage by accident. 12 incoming. Let's do Anger here. 7. Okay, I might actually want to accept the 7 here, because I don't want to take too much damage. All right. Okay, 43. I definitely don't want that. Let's see what the Bloodletting gives me. Okay, let's do Cleave first. Okay, there's a curse. Beautiful. So I can do Shockwave. Let's also put... How about I'll put the Heavy Blade? Yeah, let's put the Heavy Blade back. Okay. Alright. So I am able to pull off Highlight and Curses. That should help me with my score. Everything else doesn't help me with my score, but that should at least. 32 again. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I might also still take some damage. I might have to rest before the next fight, actually, just to be safe. Let's do Rage, upgrade everything, then get rid of the Regret, and let's risk Pummel Strike. It's 5 incoming, okay. Another 43, that is so much. Let's do Flex, Power Through, then Body Slam, and then I'll risk Sword Boomerang, and 10. Yeah, that's much better, okay. And I just need to deal 7 more damage, which I should be able to do with something like a Clothesline. Beautiful. Alright, got a Fear in the Bottle, which I don't think I'll take because I'll rest. Dual Wield is interesting. Max HP is interesting too, I guess. There's no way I can lose HP. Actually, if I take Dual Wield, I could remove a card, but there's nothing I really need to remove if I still want to go for Curses, right? So, I mean, Dual Wield is not horrible. Let's take it. It can be good sometimes. Alright, and then here, just to be safe, I'll heal back up to 87. Okay. Alright, here I got the Time Meter, 21 incoming, and no way I can defend on turn 1. Nothing I can do. Only hope is to do this and see if I can defend against 21 somehow. Nope, still nothing. Even if I duplicate the Iron Wave, Shockwave. Actually, Shockwave brings it down to 15, right? Yeah, still nothing I can do. Actually, if I had energy, hang on. No, I needed to apply weakness and still do it. Wait. If I do Iron Wave and then duplicate another Iron Wave, that technically does allow me to be fully defended this turn. Alright. Let's see if that does something. Alright, another 15. This is with weakness. I do have a Disarm. That's really nice. Brings it down to 9. So the Power Throw is enough here. Let's also do a Pummel Strike. I think I'll try to just play 4 cards next turn. Okay. 17. Well, there's a Panic button. That is risky. I think I'd prefer to do Shrug It Off and... actually, wait. If I Headbutt... Can I Headbutt... Iron Wave plus Shrug It Off, that's not going to be enough, right? If I headbutt the armaments, that still might not be enough. And the enemy is still weakened. Anything better? I could headbutt the Power Through. Let's do that. Headbutt the Power Through. Draw it with the Shrug It Off. Play that. And then I guess... actually, let me see what the Power Pushing gives me here. Corruption is interesting, but I think I'll take the Juggernaut. Yep. Because I don't want to run out of my skills, and I definitely need to have as many skills as possible for as long as possible. Here, now, there's absolutely nothing I can do, right? Inflame, Sword Boomerang, that's the best I can do. It's only 5 block. Yeah, nothing I could have done here. Alright, fine. So the goal is to just survive. Already, I'm almost about to miss the 45-minute mark anyway. Okay. At least I have a full hand here. That's good. Let's do Feel No Pain, Metallicize. Let me do Havoc, see what that plays. That's a True Grit. Let's get rid of what? I probably don't need the Anger here. Then do Warcry. I would love to get rid of the Doubt. I can't. Okay. Actually, I'm somewhat fully defended here. Good. Alright. Okay, another 25. I can only play 4 cards. So this should be 1, 2. And then, yeah, fine. Let's do Panic Button 3. And then Sword Boomerang 4. This will force a transformation, so the Panic Button is okay. I'm not taking any damage here. Okay. And then here, I don't think I need to Dual Wield. Dual Wield shows up in the wrong possible time. That's some great power, so I would love to have Dual Wielded. 27. Alright, let's do Shrug It Off. I don't think I'll do Flex, right? Actually, I can do Flex and Iron Wave. Alright. The Juggernaut is helping. It's not dealing a lot of damage, but it is dealing some damage on the side, which is convenient. Let's Headbutt. What? Power Through again. And then, yeah, let's do Armaments for a little bit of extra block. Okay. Alright. Starting to get a word because I am losing a lot of HP. Let's do Iron Wave here, then Hemokinesis, see what I draw, and I probably want to do the Body Slam here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even get any of the extra modifiers like Overkill or Combo, right? At least I'm fully defended this turn. Okay. I can only play 2 more cards here, though. So let's do Twin Strike and Headbutt. Okay. And I just need to deal 7 more damage this turn, which I can do with the Twin Strike. All right. Yeah, no chance whatsoever. I think I should have taken a red card. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna take a red card. It's 1193. I was so confident after Act 1 because I was doing so well, and then, yeah. So I perfected the first elite and the first boss, and then everything after that was just a disaster. I was able to get stuffed, curses, and Highlander. I think that saved my score a little bit. Mystery Machine was easy. Pauper, yeah, that was a big mistake, I think. So let's see what 1193 would put me in the rankings, but yeah, definitely lots of room for improvement. All right, people were able to do much better. Let me not go to my score. 1193 would have put me in 41st place, about 25 points above Alex. No, wait. Not 25 points, 24 points above Alex. So I suspect that means Alex must have skipped and lead somewhere, which would make sense. I think there are definitely some path, especially on Act 2, if I realize... Actually, maybe Alex used the wing boots differently. Yeah, if I saved all 3 charges of the wing boots, yeah, that still wouldn't have given me an extra lead on Act 3. Yeah, so I think I used the wing boots optimally. Actually, if I used wing boots twice on Act 2, that would have given me an extra elite, right? And then once on Act 3, I would have had the most elites. Still would have gotten Mr. Machine. Yeah, so maybe that's the most optimal play, which I didn't do. But yeah, ultimately, just surviving was not easy for me. I think just tomorrow, even if it's going well on Act 1, I'm just going to take rare cards, especially if I get good rare cards offered, because this is hard. Mike was able to do really well with 1289. How much did I had? I had 1193. So interesting. Mike had also not a multiple of, actually no, that's 24, so 96 points more than me. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mike actually was able to perfect some of the bosses. But yeah, my actual score, the one where I died on Act 2, yep, 3000's not great score. What can you do? Yeah, just got a little unlucky on the first replay. The second replay was slightly better, but still not amazing. The only way I was able to get a decent score my second run through is because I was able to pull off curses and Highlanders. Otherwise, I would have been I would have had an even lower score. Anyway, let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a defect done with the heirloom modifier that gave everybody a copy of Tori, as well as certain future and lethality. Tori was actually not too bad of a relic yesterday, so I'm not 100% sure if these scores are legit. 61 would be possible, very difficult to do, so let's just assume this is technically first place. This would be second, this would be third, this would be fourth, this would be sixth, and then you have a few people tied for 6th place. So yeah, even though it's in top 20, technically tied for 6th place. So you have Gemino and Peltz with 1136. Gemino mentioned that he perfected 2 of the 3 elites. All the bosses, though, did not go for Highlander, decided to go for collective bonuses, was able to get 2 collective bonuses, which made the run a little easier. I think I and others who struggled went for Highlander, which was not easy. And then Gemino was actually one of the only people who was able to pull off such a great score while going for Pauper. I also went for Pauper yesterday, and I did poorly. Gemino went for Pauper and was able to actually perfect all the bosses, which is impressive. Also, somehow, Gemino got the well-fed modifier, which is interesting. I had a pair that gives you 10 extra max HP. I did not see those other 5 max HP, so maybe Gemino got lucky and got a potion somewhere. And then Gemino also had different RNG. For example, in the event on Act 3 where I got the double orb fight, Gemino got the Mind Plume event instead and was able to upgrade all his full deck, which definitely helped him against the Act 3 boss. He also was able to get Overkill, but missed the Inscription and the Time modifier. So even with Collectibles, Inscription was difficult. Peltz had the same score with a slightly different approach. Peltz perfected all the elites, all the 3 elites, and all the 3 bosses. Peltz early on realized that it was going to be a tough run, especially because the defect has trouble with lethality. It's basically only the Rip and Tear that's the only card that really benefits from extra strength. And I guess if you have a bunch of 0-cost cards with all for 1. So Peltz basically realizing that decided to, from the beginning, abandon Pauper and take rare cards. And then he also focused on block cards and Frost Orbs and Focus, like me, and did not go for Pauper, of course. Was able to get Overkill with thanks to a Dark Orb, and did not get the Time modifier because I think yesterday, if you are focusing on block, you sort of have to build a turtle deck, which makes it harder to finish in less than 45 minutes. Peltz did go for Highlander, but also missed the Inscription modifier. So yeah, still great score, tied for 6th place. Then you have 7th place with 1111, 8th place is 1086, 9th place you have Quirkus here, tied with 1061. 10th place, you have 1036. 11th place, you have me and Alex here with 1011. Actually, I should point out, I reviewed the scores before running it, so Quirkus must have started the run yesterday and finished today, because I don't think I saw his name Anyway, fine. So yeah, me and Alex are tied at 1011. So I perfected 2 of the 3 elites, only the Act 2 boss, and that only with a reload. So I realized after missing the perfect at the beginning that it might be worth it to try to basically be a turtle deck before the enemy transforms, and then during that time have 1 dark orb that grows, and that's basically how I was able to do it. So I was able to fully defend, have the dark orb grow, and then kill with it. I also bought a Fear in a Bottle on Act 2, and that allowed me to actually survive in Act 3, and yeah, basically survive that run. I also was able to get overkill, but missed the combo and time modifier. Went for Pauper, which I do think in retrospect was a mistake. The next you have Alex with the same score. Alex perfected 2 of the 3 leads, 2 of the 3 bosses, so 1 more boss than me. Just missed the Act 1 boss, which is impressive that he was able to get the Act 3 boss. And then Alex seems to have done a very similar run to me. He went for a run or a deck without rare cards, so went for Pauper, removed 2 rares that he got from Pandora's Box, which is also what happened to me. And then unlike me, he did take the Frozen Core. I took the Velvet Choker, and the Frozen Core might have helped him a little bit. He also, like me, realized or relied a lot on the panic button and the generic algorithm, and also was able to get Highlander as well as Pauper, but missed the other modifiers, so overkill and combo, and at the time modifiers, so he was able to time me even though he perfected 1 more boss. Anyway, then next you have a bunch of people at 961, a bunch of people at 936. This includes Jimmy. So Jimmy mentioned that he barely got out of Act 1 with 1 HP, so just barely was able to get through it. And then after that, abandoned Highlander, went for collector bonuses, actually was offered the apparitions and took them. I don't think I was offered the apparitions right yesterday. And then he also mentioned that with the apparitions, he was actually able to perfect the Act 3 boss, so congratulations. Then you have Goldberg here with 911. Goldberg mentioned that he was very happy to just survive, was able to perfect 1 of the 3 elites and only 1 of the bosses, but went for collector bonuses, was able to get 2 collector bonuses, and mentioned that he probably could have gotten more collector bonuses with a rerun. Of course, when you rerun it, you sort of know what cards are offered a lot, and you can sort of try to time it so that you get more collector bonuses. But Goldberg did not go for Pauper, so he did take rare cards to be able to survive. And yeah, I think that's it. I should mention Cyberfox died yesterday. He mentioned he reran a few times. The very last time on his rerun, he was able to get to the Act 3 boss, but then he forgot that he had the Mind Bloom event, so similar RNG to Gemino, where he couldn't heal, and then he was relying on the Fear in a Bottle, and that did not help him because when you can't heal, the Fear in a Bottle doesn't heal you, so you still stay at 0 HP and you die. Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, I think yesterday was tough. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot more people died because yeah, you already are at 886 points in the top 100. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in comments for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.